What's up? We're going to be doing our black belt requirements for our youth and teen MMA program. We've been working on triangles and omoplatas and arm bars and different things throughout our ranks. What we want for our black belts is for them to really have mastered those moves, right? And to be able to do the same moves, not just forgetting about the moves that the green belts are doing and so on. Like, you are still responsible for that information, maybe even more so than the green belts. Like, you cannot forget this stuff as you go through the ranks, as you become a senior student in our or junior black belt in our youth and teen program, okay? So what we're gonna do here is a submission chain, 4 submissions. She's gonna go for the arm bar, right? And she's here, and I pull that arm out, right? A lot of times they're not gonna have a good grip on your arm. You're gonna be able to get it out when they're going. If she goes here, the next move is an omoplata. Good. Now, when I triangle up, or I posture up, she's gonna triangle right here, okay? Now, if she has any sort of an issue getting this locked, or I start to stack her or something, she's gonna go there. Good. A lot of times, guys, people fall over on this one. And you gotta be careful about the finish if that happens, right? Let's do the whole thing again. Arm bar. Good, about moving that over. I just pull my arm out. She omoplatas. When I posture up, a lot of times the weight of her legs will make me fall over. And then she just goes to the arm bar when I fall over. Okay? We don't want to hold on to our triangle if they're falling over. We want to switch to the arm bar if they're falling over. They may fall over after you switch to the arm bar and guard. And that's fine. You know, no further follow-up needed. One more time on this drill. Arm bar. Pull it out, omoplata, posture up, triangle, right? She may fall over on that one. You gotta be careful when they fall over. Miss Corey was very nice about sitting up with me. If she would've stayed laying down, it would have hyperextended my elbow. So, you gotta be careful. What's gonna happen to most of you is you're gonna have the triangle and they're gonna fall over. Switch to the arm bar. You guys have been training long enough that this should be simple, okay? Just listen to the details and we'll be reiterating these to you in class, okay? So that's our submission drill. Now we're gonna do a sprawl and spin drill. I'm gonna roll out, and instead of just getting my guard like we're doing with the advanced ranks, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit the triangle choke, right? So a lot of times when I shoot and she sprawls and spins and I roll, right? A lot of times what happens is I'm able to get this, or you might even just have that. And if you ever notice one arm's in and one arm's out, here, right? This is good. I got her arm across. I got my triangle. Hips up is a great detail, okay? That's how we want to apply the finishing pressure on the lock, okay? Here. See, I used the roll out and the triangle. I kind of got my angle all in one, right? And then 2, that's the detail on the choke. Okay, raise those hips up. Okay, so that's our sprawl and spin drill. Now, the omoplata sweep, right? We'll do this and then we'll just, we'll go over some details on finishing the omoplata. It is a sort of a difficult submission. We're doing it in combination from the earlier ranks. Our higher ranks are going to just show us details on the finish. Okay, now Ms. Cora is going to just set up the omoplata. After we show the sweep, we'll show the finish. Okay, so she pushes it away here. I like how she's pushing my head here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll out, and Ms. Cora is going to like guide my hips a little bit, right? So she can ensure to get me in side mount. That's just called an omoplata sweep, okay? It's, all she did is sit up. I kind of did all the moves for her. Sometimes omoplata sweep, you got to do a little more, but for this one, pretty simple, okay? Pushes there, I roll out, and she's gonna come up into the side mount. Pushes my legs out of the way, good, okay? Now, we'll just finish the omoplata. Watch Miss Cora's details. She pulls me down, pushes my head, pushes my arm, goes over here. Okay? Now, Miss Corey, you kind of go over the details from right here. This is what we want to focus on.
Once I move my feet around, I'm gonna do one big sit up. So I kind of like to even like move my arms. Bam. I want to put my same side hand. That's the one I want to put on the mat. And I've got to be tight with my legs here. Can't be loose or he'll just pull his arm out. And now I'm going to reach across over here, okay? And when I do that, I'm kind of like moving my feet to the side. From here, I'm going to do a snaky move to break him over. Now, this is where I will loop my hand underneath, or I can put it on the mat. I'm going to secure the arm, make sure it's looking good, and I'm going to curl my legs. See how his arm is in a downward slope? You're going to encounter a lot of kids who have really flexible shoulders. So this angle is not going to be able to finish the omoplata. So what I need to do is I need to scoot forward just a little bit and try to get this arm at more of a right angle. From here, I'm going to take my head to this space on the mat right here. You can have this looped. I really like that. And I'm just going to sit forward right there. So I'm not sitting forward over here, and I'm not going over there. I like to take it right here in this space, right above the shoulder, right there for the tap.
All right, we have one more technique, which is our MMA technique. We'll be teaching this a little bit in the grappling class, and we'll be teaching also a little bit in the striking class, okay? Just to kind of keep you thinking about how to fit in double legs. So what Miss Corey's going to do is she's going to do a 1, 2, 3. And she's going to shoot in for the double and take the back like we did with our last set of ranks. But she's going to finish with a throw. So she's here. She spins me around. Wow, nice. Very good. That, you're going to finish side mount and mount. We're not necessarily too worried. Like, always try and finish your takedowns in a position. But sometimes this one, you just land like kind of straddling their legs, but you're down a little bit. It's not a bad spot. Just finish your position. Get a good full mount or a good side mount. Good. She got a good side mount there. Let's do one more of those and do full mount this time, Miss Cora. See, you landed just like that naturally. You switch into all your favorite stuff. Arm bars, back takes. Okay, so that is just more of an MMA centric thing. Again, you guys are working striking, wrestling, judo, jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, right? And you know, we want to see you continue to develop and also see you continue to blend those things, right? That is a boxing combo to a wrestling technique to a judo throw. I think that's really cool. That's what is so neat about martial arts, is how you can take different styles and combine them, right? And that's MMA, okay? Do you have anything to say to any of the black belts or any of the ranks, Miss Cora?
Just don't forget the small details, the things that you learn at the yellow belt and the green belt. That's your building blocks, so you have to make sure that you keep that good foundation and don't just get sloppy with it and just kind of go through the motions with these techniques.
That's a very good point. I mean, I made similar points at our last testing event. The further up you go, it's just like Ms. Cora and I, you know, the more important the details become, the more important it is for us to not only do it correctly for ourselves, but so we can teach it to you correctly, and so we can teach it to all of our students correctly. There's a lot of people that train here, and we don't want anybody to get injured or to not pass their test or anything like that. So that's when the attention to detail, like Ms. Cora is saying, is of the utmost importance. So great reminder about that. That'll be all for this grappling block. You know, we do make slight changes occasionally. If we teach these to you and we notice that everybody has a problem with this or that, we're always getting with our instructors and each other about making little changes before next time, okay? So, but this is essentially what you're going to be looking at, no matter what. Good submissions from the guard, follow-ups, combinations, takedowns. That's about every block we do, okay? Thanks, guys.